that regard. But yes, welcome back to Elden Lore of the Ring. And yes, we ended last session encountering Garank, and we fed him I believe we fed him 4 death roots by now, maybe 5. And and when and after we fed him the death roots we had in our pocket, I was like, I think that's enough. And so I went and I reloaded at the site of grace right over here and came back, and sure enough, he aggroes. The big Chungus did a big jumpus. And fortunately I knew it was coming and I summoned my skelly bros. Uh and they attracted his aggro while I was able to light him up with the Stars of Ruin, which is a rad spell. Uh, One of the great primeval sorceries, in fact, that we also gained last session. Smacking him with that calmed him right down. He's like, okay, whew, sorry, lost myself. Uh, so let's talk a little bit about Garank, since we're here. Uh, Skelebros, yep. And which is funny because I have a pal called Skelebro who operates on Twitch here as a Legend of Zelda Link to the Past randomizer player and SMZ3 randomizer player. But so this is Beast Clergyman Garunk, and he very, very much wants to eat Deathroot. He's kind of tight-lipped about why that is, but he needs to have more. He must have more as he speaks. Really? That's it? But anyway, on the surface of it, it's like, okay, so the people who hunt those who live in death and claim their death root, this is their boss, and you give him the death root to eat. So right away, this drives some questions, right? Like, uh, for instance, well, why? Why does he want to eat the death root? But a question that comes before that even is why kill those who live in death? Or why destroy them, rather, right? And that question is one that seems to be rooted in prejudice more than anything. In fact, what I'm gathering is a lot of this game's story is rooted in established frameworks and prejudice against things that don't fit the framework. And in this world, the lands between, the primary framework is, of course, the Golden Order under the Erd Tree. And the Golden Order has persecuted many's a people, including those who live in death, including the misbegotten, including the Albinurics. The Albinurics get it from all ends too. Even though basically Liurnia forces, the Ray Lucaria Academy created Albinurics, and basically wants nothing to do with them, or treats them as non-living entities. But we always see Deathroot in places where, you know, death is taking hold. Hey, Eastern Samurai. You see lots of skeletons that raise out of the ground, and even a tibia mariner. Sometimes you'll see stagnant water, and you'll see Deathroot erupting from the ground. But the only one he's really interested is the one you get as a drop from beating an enemy. The tibia mariner. Hey, what's up, Brody boy? And the sweet frames. Mm-hmm. We also know that D was doing this for us beforehand. So maybe he weeded a few death roots to give to Garunk. Let's also note that when we give one of these things to Garunk, or a couple of them, occasionally after we've given one or a few, he gives us a new spell, right? He started out by giving us this one, Bestial Vitality. Having gained intelligence, the beasts must have felt how their wildness slipped away as civilization took hold. The bestial sling, it is said that in the time before the Erd Tree, stones were the first weapons of the beasts who had gained intelligence. So that's two men, the beasts who had gained intelligence. This incantation represents the fury of Garunk. His bestial nature returned as much as it does his restless agitation. So Garunk is apparently a beast man of some sort. We have what looks to be perhaps mummified versions of whatever he is adorning the structure here. Shackles, necklaces, indicators of intelligence, right? So these must be intelligent beasties. Garunk here has something special on his hand. What's up, kiddo? Oh yeah, it's right there.
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby.
Are you playing Bloodborne?
No, this is Elden Ring. Same people who made Bloodborne, though.
Huh.
I can understand getting a real Bloodborne vibe off of this fellow, though, because he is a big beast, after all.
Yeah.
He's friendly, though. Or, well, usually. His name is Garunk, and he's got a shiny medallion on his hand that sometimes you could see. There it is. Love you.
Love you.
All right. So, you know, we could keep feeding him Deathroot to get further down his quest line. That's a thing. But let's find out where the Bestial Sanctum is. It's out here on the... Oh, they love it. They're way into video games just like their old man. Let's see where we're at here. Looks like Eastern Caelid, and it's a rainy, rainy day, and as a result, we can't see nothing. There is a very large enemy here. A stone gargoyle, and it will aggro. It's standing here guarding the Bestial Sanctum against anyone. Hence the teleporter that, when you first take it here, it blinks you right in front of the door. This is where you arrive, and you're like, oh, cool. What's here? Oh, shit. But we're at the point where I believe we should be exploring the Altus Plateau a little bit more. But before we do that, we're gonna go check and see where Patches is. We wanna make sure he's caught up to speed. There's a couple places he can be. Top candidate is top candidate is this cave where we first met him. And it looks as if Patches has dipped. Let's see if he aggroes by opening his chest here. Oh. Haha. Patches had to trap us. Let's see what happens. Where the hell are we? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Patches. You silly jerk. go get him, guys. Oh. You can get him, guys. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Larry. Lousy bears. We found us a cookbook, though, for our troubles. What do you know? Let's see which one it is. Wait, no, these are key items. It was Nomadic Cookbook 4. Fetid pot and roped fetid pot. Whatever. Not too great. What's up, bro? Defend me, Hank and Larry. Oh, why did they fade away? Weird. Hank and Larry retired. Oh, there he is. Okay. So, Patch has teleported us to Limgrave like a jerk. That's pretty funny. Not gonna lie. Also, why? Why can I not teleport? Patches, what did you do to me? Maybe I just have to find a grace and reload it, but seems like a long trip. There is a lone crucified person here with some bats taking interest. Ow. Nothing particularly special by the look of it. Let's see, anything else hanging around here? Besides another giant-ass bear? Whoa! The slightly less giant bear is attacking me. Oh, we can see its face. Check that out. Whee! Let's see. Here we are. The grace site should be nearby. Should be nearby. It should be right here. We've lost our grace? Patches. You diabolical jerk. What is the... Okay. Hey, thank you so much for the lurk, Eastern Samurai. Huh. I wasn't counting on this, and now I need to figure out the deal, huh? I wish the tree falling on it would do damage. No. Oof! Oof! Oh, wrong one. Ooh, we did frostbite damage to it. Good gravy. Totally not trying to kill these things. Wow. You have been trapped. You cannot travel to sites of grace until you rest at one. Okay, so we just gotta find one that works. Let's try Fort Hate. Which is just down the road this way. What a strange bit of circumstance. Screw those guys. Oh, there's one. Okay. Well then, not too big a deal then. Hi, Weird Gamer. 1234. You gotta let go. You gotta understand that in a FromSoft game, that death is as valuable to you in ways as say experience points are. Oh, slipped and dropped my phone. Margaret, get your blood boiling, but those bears are the source of all your rage quits. The bears are rough, and in general should not be messed with. The only reason I'm messing with them is because I'm absurdly overleveled for this area, and you can still see how they're tricky. But we have regained our ability to teleport. So I think we're going to try the next area that I believe Patches might be at. And if he's not here, he's probably already in Volcano Manor. I think he'll be around here somewhere? Can't recall exactly. Poke. Okay. Patches. I wonder where you are. Oh no, I gotta sneeze. Oh boy. Excuse me. Alright, so we're wandering around some ruins. I think he's actually going to be near one of these grace sites. So we could probably just teleport to them, but also find that a little bit boring. So I believed these guys to be Albanurics, but I'm no longer so certain. Because their hind legs aren't fading. Oh! Where are you going? Ow. Oh shit! Oh, he got us. Oh, we're alive. Wow, we had like 1 HP left. Incredible. Got him. Yeah, these riders are dangerous. Danger fellows they are. But now let's get some distance here. See what we can see. Hey, local teachers. Oh, I believe I know where this is to be. But I also wish we could bring up the map. There we go. We'll try Scenic Isle next. Too many of these spooky people to be hosting our pal Patches. And tell you what, if we don't find him here on Scenic Island, I'm just gonna look it up real fast, because I looked it up before and I forgot. I just know he's here in Liurnia. Or could be here in Liurnia. It's a magic man. Badoom doom ch. Badoom doom woohoo. Alright, Patches. Doo-doo-doo, Patches. Elden Ring. There's the wiki. Mr. Carrots. Well, I appreciate you, Weird Gamer 1234. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he is in fact supposed to be here. However, we moved beyond this point in the quest where he would appear here, and in fact, he has now moved on to Altus Plateau. He should be in the Volcano Manor. It should just be a matter of going over there and looking there. Mr. Carrots. Shouty outies to you, my good sir. Alright, Patches, you out here by the... Where are you? There he is. Here's our good buddy.
Well, you joined the manor, huh? I don't believe it. Didn't think you had it in you. And here I thought Raya was barking up the wrong tree. All good though. We're on the same side now. We'll do good work together.
Hell yeah, we're working with Patches now.
Oh, and of course, we can do business if you like.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Weird Gamer.
Especially for you.
4 more to go. Can you believe it? Patches, about you.
Are you surprised that I belong to the
Not especially.
Manor? I always hated the gibberish about lost grace and the laughable 2 fingers. I thought I could lend a hand in unmasking the charade. Not to mention, Tanith has always made me curious. I guess her master must really be something, because she's pretty damn smug about it. Even after announcing her blasphemous ambitions, she still stands proud. I've never seen a woman quite like her.
Aw, Patches, you like Lady Tanith? That's adorable. You got anything new? You have the S-Stock. But nothing especially valuable, I suppose. You be easy, Patches. Cheers for you, my good sir. Alrighty, so... God, I love Volcano Manor. It's so cool looking in here. Like, if I lived in opulence, this would be the opulence I would seek, you know? Give me that red lighting. Give me the dark lacquered wood tables, you know? Give me the torches that somehow burn red instead of regular fire color. There's actually ways you can enable that. But Volcano Manor is not our objective right now. Our objective is to resume our expedition into the Altus Plateau. And we shall start from the Erd Tree Gazing Hill. Red fire making stream. Well, you know what? If Mr. Kawaii was in here, he'd be able to tell us exactly what sort of chemical we could add to a fuel mixture to make the fire burn red. Hey, well, I appreciate you, normal player. You're mighty sweet. So, behold, and it's a nice clear weather day, the Altus Plateau. We can see it a lot more clearly since last time I tried showcasing it. Battlefields in the open lands. The first line of defense against for Leyendell here. These walls are the outer walls of Leyendell. The city doesn't lay exactly behind these walls, but behind another set of walls, still beyond, right? The land has an eternally autumn cast about it, is golden as the order which rules over it, we should say. But was that always the case? You know, sure, it's gold, right? Also, shout-outs for local teachers. Oh, you're not, I could have swore you were a streamer. With a name like that, you ought to be. So do consider it. I don't know. Is that... Nah, that wouldn't be TOS. That's, unless the T is for teachers. Teachers of service. But yeah, there's a couple of things that are notable in appearance here right off, right? Spectral banners also give a battlefield appearance to the place. There is a minor Erd tree of some resplendence right over here. There is a windmill village. And there is a dead-looking tree that I believe is further in, that it's not necessarily on this side of the outer walls, for instance. I believe this tree to be... is it that tree? This is curious now I'm thinking about it. The alignment might be just so. But I guess that should probably be where our expedition takes us. Last time, we dove down into the valley and made our way into the Seethe Water, which is down here. The old Altus Tunnel. And let's see, what else did we discover? Oh, yeah, see, this is where... Well, no, actually, I'm getting a little bit confused. We had come up this way and went this way. The Seethe Water River. That's it. We found the primeval sorcerer Azure. And here's the Seethe Water Cave that we couldn't get into because it requires stone sword keys, and we didn't have any. If you remember correctly, you have to burn the trees. Specifically, you have to burn the tree. But that's all plot related. And we'll get to there eventually. The minor Erd trees are either saplings born from golden seeds or rhizomatic shoots, meaning roots that have come out from the main tree have traveled laterally underground and then put up a new tree trunk someplace else as part of the same root system. Aspen trees propagate by this way. In fact, there's some forests where it's effectively just one tree, which is interesting. Now, I don't know if minor Erd trees are actually smaller Erd trees planted of their own seed or indeed shoots in that way. And I believe there are options, normal player, but most of them involve burning the Erd tree, at least to some degree. But let's go ahead and strike forth out into the land. And yes, we did go down this river at one point, running into the stinky swamp fortress down there at the bottom. But we won't be going that way this time. We will be going past these battlements to seek the highway Because life is a highway, and I want to ride it all night long. Keep our distance from these guys. They'll want to aggro if not. I believe we're coming across... There it is. Yeah, there's an Omen camp here. Now, the Omen we haven't run into too much. There was one in Stormvale Castle. And now there's a team of 3 right here. Hey, Aquabusy. Thanks for the hydrate. Institution love and all that. But there is a little piece of information we can glean by observing these fellows. This one's sleeping, but it's a very restless slumber. And he's got his homeboy looking over him as he slumbers. Third one's on patrol. There he goes. Now, these guys are characterized by these big pink wounds, and of course, their very large stature. The pink wounds are actually stumps of horns that have been cut off of them. It is known that occasionally, some born under the Erd Tree are born as Omen. They have exceptionally large stature, and they sprout horns from all over their body. In this economy, indeed. Ain't nobody got the runes for that. And these creatures, as are most other non-plain, typical-looking human creatures, treated as aberrations by the Golden Order, and are typically locked in a deep sewer dungeon beneath the capital. This includes Margit, the Fell Omen himself. In fact, we have a piece of a shackle that belonged to Margit. It's just a fragment, but its magical power still works, and we could stun Margit with it. But sometimes, omens have their horns removed. Usually this kills the omen in question. But if it survives, and I guess can behave itself, they arm them with very large swords and set them, and occasionally axes, I suppose, like this gentleman, and have them guard stuff, basically work for the Golden Order as you know, kind of imprisoned warriors. The Golden Order is racist and as fascist as it is, let's be clear, will not shy away from making use of people it calls inferior. Hey, look, it's Bach. Hey, Bach. How you doing, buddy?
Bach the seamster, at your service, master. Ready to make adjustments to your garments.
All right, well, let's see. Do we got anything that could be adjusted? Well, it's only cape on or cape off, huh? Yeah. Sometimes altered garments have a different description.
Oh, going so soon? Please do be safe on
This
your
land
journey.
is messed up. The Golden Order is not cool, in my opinion. They are a fascist organization. They're racist. It truly is embodying the alignment of lawful evil, in my opinion. Order for the sake of order is chaos, in my opinion. But these Golden Order chumps are under the delusion that they're maintaining some kind of protection for the world at large. Now, of course, before we ventured in this way to go through the main outer walls of Lyondell, we did that in order to seek some golden seeds and some other goodies in order to make things a little easier on us. Ah, yes, the Red Wizards. That means they probably took some inspiration from the shit, what is it called? Dark Sun? Is it Dark Sun? It's like a post-apocalypse D&D setting where a civilization of wizards basically plunged the world into a post-apocalyptic decay. Oh, look, there he is. I was looking for this guy. Dark Hole Sun. Rip Chris Cornell. Corinne!
Ah, look who we
He was
have
in
here.
Roundtable Hold.
How delightful to meet a familiar face, even after departing the Round Table Hold. I've been doing some learning of my own since then, actually, and will happily pass it along to you.
Oh, good. What do you got for me? He's got a new heal spell. We don't have the faith to use it, however. We can fortify ourselves against lightning. That might be pretty nice to have, honestly. I'm gonna take it. Thanks, boss. He wants to tell us about Gold Mask.
I'm yet to
He
find
does look
the
like a
Lord
round table,
Gold
doesn't he?
Mask. I suppose he'll be closer to the Erd Tree. The path ahead might be perilous, but tread it I shall. Since departing the Round Table Hold, I've come to understand, in my solitude, how little it is I truly know. I'm yet to find them. I suppose he'll be path ahead.
Okay,
might be
sorry,
close
I
to
was just
Palm
making
Town.
sure, because this game's a little inconsistent when it comes to NPC dialogue. Sometimes it'll let you repeat the last thing they said ad nauseum, so you can remember it. Other times they don't say it anymore, and you're like, well, I kind of forgot what you said before, so forget about it. He's looking for a character known as the legendary Gold Mask, who is studying the Golden Order to better perfect it. Now, we were talking all this smack about the Golden Order, but there are those elements within it who understand that it is imperfect and that it needs to be fixed. Cast controller disconnection spell. Ay, ay, ay. So we will proceed along the highway in the hopes of eventually encountering this Gold Mask on behalf of Corin there, who just taught us a neat incantation that can protect us from lightning, which will be pertinent later. Alright. But we want to kind of very carefully explore. We are having an expedition here after all. This guy, there's a team of Lyondell soldiers just chilling on the side of the road. Let's have a look at this forest. No, don't explode a seagull. You don't kill a seabird, Mr. Carrots. How many times must I say this? Ooh, look, we have spotted something creepy in the deep woods, haven't we? Oh boy. Worm faces. Ooh, there's some more right there. Wearing cloth and carrying staffs, indicators of intelligence. These are no mere beasts. As horrific as they are. Here comes a patrol. Alright, made it past them without too much trouble. The lethargic nature of the guards and their short vision range and stuff like that is all actually in canon. It's not just video games, even though it is a little. It's kind of how they wrote in video games into the plot, and that's a hallmark of FromSoft games that I quite like. There's a finger reader crone right here, and we'll talk to her, sure, but there's some other stuff about too. Ambush? Nope, just a lump of flesh. Okay. So what, are we a freaking cannibal now? Alright, let's talk to the finger reader.
I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers.
Shows your finger. She's all, oh.
Bless you. To the east, ruins of gold. To the west, the serpent's
Okay, there's, yeah.
bridge. Wherever the path leads, so shall you follow. Wherever the path leads, only more sorrow. 'Tis a curse. A curse. The curse of Queen Marika.
Snap out of it, lady. Get a hold of yourself. Jeez. Okay. She did mention a couple things, though. Farewell, birdies. So, to the east, Sacrilege. That's Volcano Manor. Out here in Mount Gelmir, which looks really cool. This vantage gives us a hint that, look, okay, so cool, big volcano, but if you're not paying attention, you might not notice the spires of the Volcano Manor up there, even. But, you know, we made ourselves friendly with that group. Also, check it out. There is a Sorcerer's Tower down here. I think this Sorcerer's Tower actually disappears the closer you get. Hey, what's up, Rain? Perpetual torrential rain, everybody. Good pal. Thanks for shouting me out. You must cast the ring into Volcano Manor. Like, in a manner of speaking. You know, the Volcano Manor is directly opposed to the Erd Tree. Now, let's talk about this just a little bit, because things are starting to come together, plot-wise. We just heard the Finger Reader Crone talking a lot about the curse of Queen Marika. Where is Queen America in all of this, right? We see her statues everywhere. We see her, the stakes that let us revive away from grace points for more convenient retries and stuff. But we haven't really seen or heard from her, or Radigan, for that matter. So let's talk about Marika's known history a little bit. Marika was an Empyrean, born to the race of Newman people, not the one from Seinfeld, but what the origins of that race of people or what their whole deal is still beyond me, but I do know that that is a fact. And she was selected as an Empyrean, that is a person who can become... Oh wow, this guy's playing his... I thought the music sounded extra nice. Yeah, we'll let him play us out while we're talking this stuff. And so, Marika was chosen as an Empyrean, that is, a person who is a candidate for literal godhood. The two fingers are a physical manifestation of the will of the greater will in the physical world, that is, in the lands between. The greater will is an outer god, of which there are many, but this outer god in particular seems to have a vested interest in worldly goings-on, and so established its presence by way of the Erd Tree. Wherever it got to. It's just... Oh, there it is. Oh, no, it's the minor Erd Tree. But, in doing so, the Erd Tree was established, and the Golden Order came into being. That isn't to say that nothing was going on in the world before that. There is an entire pre-history to this world that comes before Marika and the influence of the Greater Will, or at least the Erd Tree itself, which is a later a later feature of the Lands Between, believe it or not, is huge and is dominating and is eternal seeming as it is. So, when Marika was elevated to godhood by the Greater Will, it basically gave her dominion over the Elden Ring, which is this great magical sigil, which is apparently kind of like a representation of the forces of nature and the rules of nature, that the world operates by. There are many, many, many runes in the Elden Ring, and apparently, gods can decide to basically rewrite the order. And in doing so, Marika decided, I'm going to remove the Rune of Death and sequester it from the Elden Ring altogether, thereby eliminating death from the Lands Between. You know, that sounds like a good idea, right? Well, thank you for the 6 bits, Rain. You know, nobody dies anymore. Outstanding. The Erd Tree drips sap from its upper boughs that rains upon the land, and whenever somebody is touched by one of these droplets, their vital energies are renewed, and all that, and you know, people live forever, and everything's going great. With the exception of the fact that the Golden Order has decided that things that aren't supporting it are threatening it. And there were people who came before the Golden Order, like the Misbegotten, and, you know, the Carrion royal family, even in Liurnia. We can look at the map. And so when the Golden Order came to be and started pushing its influence outward beyond the Altus Plateau, it ran into Liurnia and came to conflict with the sorcerers of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Yes, baby?
Guess what I got?
What you got?
A bear.
Oh no, a bear!
Bear.
Let me see. Moonside caught a bear.
I was gonna lie to you and say I caught a rhino.
Oh, shh. And so during the Golden Age of the Erd Tree, as it's known, and the Golden Order pushed its way outward and came into conflict with Liurnia, they kind of stalemated, right? And eventually, Lord Radigan, a champion of the Golden Order, appears, and Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, the leader of Raya Lucaria, they became enamored with each other, ceased hostilities, and even married, and had children. Those children include, but apparently are not limited to, Praetor Rykard, General Radon, and Lady Rani of the Rani the Witch. Those 3 children were all demigods, which is peculiar, right? Because Radigan is just a champion, not a demigod, and Renala is also no demigod. So why demigod children? Hard to say, right? At that point in the timeline. Suffice it to say, the Golden Age of the Erd Tree persists, and its influence spreads far and wide. The children of Renala, Rani, goes up and kind of dwells around Caria Manor. Radon establishes his stronghold in Caelid, which was not rotten at the time, and Rykard establishes his home in Mount Gelmir. Now, at this time, things start to shake up a little bit. Demigods don't die. They live forever. And in fact, in this part of, during the Golden Age of the Erd Tree, death has been sequestered from the Elden Ring. Marika took the Rune of Death and gave it to her shadow. Shadows of Empyreans are not shadows, they're actually real physical beings who are bestial in appearance. They have like wolf heads and stuff, and are forever loyal and cannot disobey orders, and are in fact fully motivated to fully obey any orders given to them by their Empyrean. Marika's shadow is known as Malekith, and she gave the Rune of Death to Malekith to protect. And in doing so, protected the Rune of Death from, you know, getting into the wrong hands and disrupting her Golden Order. Hey, Missy Me, thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. And there we go. Big shout out for Missy Me. What were you playing? Talk to us. I'm in the middle of my dissertation regarding the timeline of Elden Ring, as so far understood by me. And so the children of Renala and Radigan. Something's wrong with my controller. You know, went on and established their footholds throughout the lands between, but then started developing motivations of their own. During this time, death doesn't happen. Death has been sequestered with Malekith, who protects the Rune of Death, you know, from Marika. And, but the children of Renala and Radigan begin what'd you... Happy Bear, yay. And, have begun kind of, you know, dreaming their own aspirations. The Golden Order and the age of the in the golden age of the Erd Tree are like sort of a stagnation sort of deal. Nothing changes, and in fact, General Radahn comes to understand that the stars hold destiny, and though that destiny involves thwarting the Erd Tree, and so thusly motivated, Radahn uses his powerful gravity magics, being the son of Queen Renala of the Academy. He's a powerful magic user, to command the stars to stand still, therefore halting the destiny in the stars. This upsets Ranni, another daughter, another child of Renala and Radigan. What is going on with my controller right now? We'll see what happens when I leave it unplugged. It says fully charged. Because she knows her destiny to be held in the stars, right? Hey, sister, what's going on? And as a result, she understands that her true destiny can no longer come into play. During this time, Praetor Rykard, has decided that the Erd Tree is also full of crap, and that the Golden Order is trash. It represents a stagnation. It represents a unjustified controlling force in people's lives, and he has discovered through a giant, horrible, ancient serpent god a means to devour the gods themselves and end the reign of the Erd Tree. So that's his deal. But Ranni and Radahn are now in direct conflict here. And so Ranni hatches a plot to kill a demigod. She needs she needs death to be put back into play in order for, of course, because the only way to stop to put the stars back in motion is to kill General Radahn. It is unknown how to kill a demigod, except to Ranni. She, through forces loyal to her, managed to steal a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith. The circumstances of how they achieved this theft is not known to me. And they didn't steal the entire rune, just a tiny taste. Ranni is able to take this tiny taste of the Rune of Death and imbue it into the Black Knives. We have a black knife print in our possession. This black knife print was applied to the black knives, and with it were thus imbued with the ability to kill even a demigod. In the night, several assassins, cloaked in darkness and invisibility, ambushed Lord Godwyn the Golden, a child of Marika and her consort, Lord Godfrey, who we haven't mentioned to this point, because he's been basically her husband, and very little else. Thank you so much for the 50 bits, Missy Me. You go get that lunch. For sure. And yeah, if anybody needs to raid and fade, I can dig it. Go take care of yourselves. And so their plot succeeds. They kill Godwin the Golden. And the assassins who kill him inscribe into his flesh one half of the rune of death. And at that precise moment...
For some reason,
Yes, baby?
laser dragons here in the snowy area.
Yeah, he flies all around the world.
Usually I see the fire one.
Okay, baby. She's playing Breath of the Wild. Where was I? Yes, at the exact same time, Ronnie has her own black blade and actually carves the other half of the mark of the centipede, as it's called, onto her own body. And in this moment, two demigods die. Godwin the Golden, Godwin the Golden dies in spirit alone. Ronnie dies in body alone, liberating her spirit, which is why we don't see Ronnie in her original form when we meet her. We see her possessing the body of a doll. And her ability to possess this doll is based on the fact that she killed her body but not her soul, which is now liberated. Exactly, Mr. Carrots. Godwin, however, died in just soul, technically not body. This was unknown to those who discovered the results of the plot. It was thought that only Godwin had died, and then he was afforded Erd Tree burial at the very heart of the Erd Tree roots. This was the masterstroke of Lady Ronnie's plan, because not only did it liberate her from her own demigod body, so where she can pursue things in a different way, it made it to where death itself has been reintroduced into the Elden Ring, basically, by having Godwin's body get absorbed into the Erd Tree's roots. Deathroot was spawned, and has started erupting all over the world, and now there are those who walk in death. And naturally, the Golden Order doesn't like that, and they spend a lot of time persecuting the death, because, the Golden Order are going to persecute, basically. So, all this stuff's going down, right? What's Marika and Godfrey's reaction to it? Well, partly, Ratigan leaves Queen Renala to return to Leyendell. Renala is distraught, deposed by the Academy, and the Academy of Raya Lucaria begins an antagonistic relationship with the Carian royal family. They also become hostile toward the Golden Order again. Ratigan returns to the Leyendell capital to... the reason he returns is because Marika decides things are really crazy right now. The Golden Order is falling apart, nothing's right, I've made a huge mistake, and shatters the Elden Ring itself. Boom! Trying to clean slate this stuff. She sends her husband, Lord Godfrey, who is Lord of the Tarnished, to leave the lands between and seek fate elsewhere, because you no longer have the grace of the Erd Tree. So the Tarnish are banished, right? And they're a race of people. Now, what defines Tarnished from regular commoners in the lands between is unknown to me exactly. But anyway, Tarnished, banished from the lands between, with Lord Godfrey, even. Get out of here, they say. Go across the foggy seas. And so there went the Tarnished, and Lord Godfrey has departed. Lord Ratigan returns to Leyendell and marries Queen Marika, becoming second Elden Lord, right? And they have children together, which is where things get really murky, because it turns out Ratigan and Marika are in fact the same entity. But they have two children, twins, Michaela and Melania. Triplets maybe even, because it's possible Melena was born to them as well during this time. Melina, who is our finger maiden, who we see at great sites every so often, who gave us Torrent and the mission to seek the Elden Ring or whatever. Her origins are slightly less known, but I suspect that she is a third child of Ratigan and Marika. But moving on, Melena and Michaela are twins. Melena was born with a scarlet rot consuming her body, and Michaela was born to be eternally young, never growing beyond the age of a small child, right? They are both actually Empyreans after their mother Marika. And that's where things start getting real complicated. I'm not going to go down that line too far yet because we haven't learned too much about what Michaela and Millennia are up to. Suffice to say is that after the Tarnish were banished, Michaela and Millennia were born and existed for some time. Marika came to understand that there was a fundamental problem with her Golden Order that justified it being completely destroyed and rebuilt from the ground up. So Marika smashes the Elden Ring, sending its shards throughout the lands between. Her demigod children claiming them all. And then the infighting began between the demigod children to try to restore the Elden Ring under whoever among them was most deserving to be Elden Lord. And this is where we got the conflict between Millennia of the Scarlet Rot and General Radahn. Millennia hails from the north in an area we haven't discovered yet and began her march southward, chasing Godric the Golden from Leyndell, who was trying to consolidate his power as a descendant of Godwyn the Golden. But since he's a weakling and a coward, he fled Leyndell and through the land of Liurnia and took up residence in Stormvale Castle. Millennia basically followed in his wake, ignored him at Stormvale Castle, and made her way to Caelid, where she encountered Radahn. They battled a great battle, a apocalyptic and climactic battle, where the spirit of the outer god of rot that inhabits Millennia erupts, spreading scarlet rot across the land of Caelid and permanently debilitating General Radahn with scarlet rot himself. Now, he doesn't die from it, but his body is highly infected by it, and his mind is fully ruined. This is basically a stalemate situation, though, and Melania retreats back to where she's from, and Caelid begins its long descent into rot and decay. Let's see. During that time, Praetor Rykard becomes more familiar with the Great Serpent that he became involved with, and so on and so forth. But this gets us sort of set up to the present day, where this stalemate between the demigods is in effect. You know, and the Tarnished suddenly have become recalled to the lands between. They start seeing grace wherever they are in the worlds beyond the foggy sea, and they start returning to the lands between. Not all at once, shipload by shipload, as they organize themselves from the various lands beyond. Here's one of those ships probably here, depicted on the map. And these little guys might even be Tarnished. Most Tarnish are ambushed on landfall and killed and captured. The lands between are not friendly to Tarnished kind. And Godric the Golden becomes known as Godric the Grafted, as he begins taking the body parts of Tarnished to return and assembling them onto his own body, and also creates the grafted spiders to defend himself and consolidate power in Stormvale, thinking one day he'll gain enough strength to challenge one of the other demigods and attempt at being Elden Lord. Radahn is too brain melted to care, but he's also alive and a shard bearer, so that kind of stalemates things. Rennala continues to possess a shard of the Elden Ring in the form of the Rune of Rebirth, which is in an amber egg that was given to her by Radagon when they got married. Which means the Rune of Rebirth was also separated from the Elden Ring, as the Rune of Death was. And the exact timing of when that happens is unknown, or what its effect on reality are. The way death was removed when death was taken out of the Elden Ring. But that pretty much brings us to where we're at. We're one of the many tarnished who returned. We're finding out what's up with the lands between, and we have even killed us a couple of shard bearers. That is to say, Godric, the Grafted, and Renala. We didn't kill Renala, but she did give us the rune. And yeah, so now we're up here on the Altus Plateau, close to the heart of the Golden Order, the capital Leyndell, and continuing our expedition. Thank you for playing some lovely music, Merchant Man. I'm going to discover this lost grace, and I'm going to take me a quick break. Scarlet Rot is stinky, but it is but another way to express the cycle of death and rebirth, which must take place. This is, I believe, the central lesson of Elden Ring, is that you can't just take death out of the equation without there being massive, massive consequences. And the whole story is about dealing with those consequences. One of those consequences are even a fascist order of a fascist political order that oppresses people. So imagine starting the Nazis by ending death. That must be a bummer. Queen America must be pretty bummed about that. Hence the shattering. I feel that by itself is motivation enough to cause the shattering. But I'll be right back, gang. Oh, they're down the street around the corner. Ah, I've returned. Welcome in, McDonald French fry. So yeah, that concludes my my story update. But that isn't to say that there isn't a lot more to learn, and in fact there might be information that contradicts things I said already. Also, I want to appreciate this gentleman for playing me through.
Yeah, mate. Hey, terribly sorry. Are you here as a customer?
I am. Let's see. Ooh, you got 3 stone sword keys. Hell yeah. Ancient Dragon Apostles Cookbook 2. That sounds fabulous. Check it out. It's the shield from Driver. It's Ryan Gosling's shield. I remember getting this and basically wearing it on my back for the rest of my first playthrough. Just for the joke. Let's see. Well, I guess crafting repertoire.
I must apologise. I'm afraid I've very little to offer.
Hey, man, nah, you don't say that. You got great stuff, pal. You got great stuff. Let's see. Ancient Dragon. Oh, we have 2 of these. Lightning Grease, Thrust and Lightning Arrow, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Lightning Pod, Rope Lightning Pod. Okay, great. I love it. That being said, I do believe I want to eat some more runes so I can afford some stuff. Kavinsky plays, exactly.
Oh,
Giving you a night call, tell you, you know how I feel. Dang, I need to eat a lot of runes.
I'm afraid I've very
Hey,
little
come
to
on,
offer.
man. You gotta,
Oh, is there
you
anything?
gotta, you gotta cheer up, buddy. Listen. See? Cheer up, pal. Alright, let's see. What other runes can I eat? Eats RuneScape. The RuneScape?
Is there anything?
Alright. Well, He's got a tree surcoat. A tree insignia emblazoned on the front depicts the Erd tree, a design beloved throughout the lands between. Imagine. Crest symbolizes red wings, emblazoned with a yellow scorpion, a warning of surprise attacks and sudden strikes. Cursed tree tower shield. Huh. Let's see. Imp shades. I'll take it. Unseen assassins. I'll take it. And I'll take the rest of your stone sword keys, buddy. Thank you so much. Oh, come on, man. It's fine. It's fine. I'm telling you. Okay. So wait, what did we get from that guy again? Oh yeah, we got some notes. Unseen assassins and imp shades. Some assassins cannot be seen with the naked eye. Seems the Erd tree sentries once carried torches that could cast light on these prowlers. Ooh, okay, so a special torch would make invisible enemies visible. Nothing can touch the shades of imps in the hero's graveyard. Only Rosas's light can give them form. Ah, I know what that's in reference to also. Quite. That's Gygus eating a Runeborger. Alright. So, we're pretty much at the end of the line when it comes to this route. But there is a little teleporteo device here, which we should mark. I forgot how to mark. Here we go. We're going to avoid using it, though. I'm not sure, but there may have been a passage into the rock wall here that I missed, but also maybe not. Looks like no. Okay. So then, our path effectively ends there, but we could double back into the spooky woods, or we could take the church here. Or no, there's no site of grace there. Darn it! We can come from the Bridge of Iniquity and proceed from Mount Gelmir into the lands between. That might actually be an interesting vantage. Let's do that. Mount Gelmir. So this is the bridge that separates Mount Gelmir from the rest of the Altus Plateau. Actually, since we're here, we'll venture inward a little bit. We see some Lyondell soldiers here. Kilt. Bunch of dead guys. Oh boy, there's some Lyondell soldiers fighting one of those machines, which now have a more clear allegiance for us. These machines seem to be affiliated with the Volcano Manor. Boy, I wish I only took 20 damage from those things. Good gravy. Alright, while they're aggroed, I'll go in and get that item. Just an Artaria leaf. Boo. Alright. Oh, this guy's straight up hide. You don't want to even fight, do you? Oh, yeah, you do. Oh, no! I didn't mean to break out with the, Okay. Just want everybody to take note of the route he took there. But okay, yeah, we found that little guy hiding here. Seems like the battle's still going on between those dweebs. And we got even more up ahead. These machines seem to be, of course, affiliated with Mount Gelmir. Indeed. Highlight Roxas. Oh, shit. There's one right there. And it has noticed us. Woohoo. Alright. Here we go. That one over there is still hunting me, but... Let's see if we can get a good look at these warlocks. Oh, this one's getting a good look at me. Is it swaddling a baby? I think it is. Whoa, okay, well it can kind of clip cheese the, even the stones. Man, I wanted a better look at that thing. Maybe we can find a deactivated one later. But here also we see the bodies of trolls and people alike. Or humans, I should say, alike. Hanging. This is like a clear warning, right? Oh! Land in the fire, you dumb dog. Oh, you just jumped through it. Okay. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Oh, there's a bigger one. Trouble dogs. But I'm doing alright this morning, Roxas. Oh, there's another dog right there. The dogs are ash colored just like the landscape is, so they're pretty hard to spot. But we'll avoid them for the most part. The shack down here is interesting to me. What just happened? Why did I do that? Uh-oh, because we're about to be invaded is what it is. Shit. There it is, Anastasia, Tarnished Eater. Where are you? There you are. It's you again. I fought you before back in Caelid. Alright. Good old Night Comet. Sacred butchering knife. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, I didn't dismount my horsey. Who killed who? Ugh. Laura Palmer. It's a Twin Peaks thing. Golden Vow. That's incantation of the Golden Order. Likely captured by the forces of Mount Gelmir here. Who killed the invader? C'est moi. Alright, there's only these two dogs left. Some sacrificial twigs or whatever. Ooh, what's down here? There is one of those giant golems. Oh, I see where this is. This is Stinksville. Let's see. So, the Corpse Stench Shack. The Corpse Stench Shack is a little old place where we can get together. Corpse Stench, baby. So yeah, this is clearly a warning. Hey, don't try to invade us. Not only will we kill the hell out of you, but, you know, we'll leave you here to rot on our doorstep to scare away others. Oh, no stone sword key. How delightful. My bubble broke. But yeah, we cannot obviously approach Volcano Manor from here. This was something that frustrated me when I was first playing the game in my first playthrough. But yeah, definitely meant to be foreboding. Let's go ahead and look at that spell description. Golden Vow, Faith 25. An incantation of Erd Tree Worship. Increases attack power and defense for caster and nearby allies. Ah, it's a buff. The incantation has been taught to knights of the royal capital for generations. Knights sent on distant expeditions lean on it as a source of courage. Their courage did not avail them here. I'm also thinking that these trolls were in fact working for the Golden Order too. And that all of these bodies are likely Lyondell soldiers. Strung up unceremoniously. Alright, so we gotta make our way back through the battlefield. We were spotted. The music tells me so. Yeah, so it looks like Lyondell formed a battlement in an approach to Volcano Manor, and that this line was shattered by forces of Mount Gelmir, as made evident by the presence of those mechanical contraptions with the guillotine blades on them. But we're here for the Altus Plateau. All these guys are gazing up at Mount Gelmir. Don't know what their deal is. They're probably the working crews that were left behind when that expedition went up there. Is the treasure box guy here again? Kind of curious about that. He is. Is he going to drop big runes every time? No. Only once. I was curious. I was like, oh man, well that's a good way to cheese some runes. Let's see. We discovered this mortuary carriage, or hearse as we've come to refer to them, with its treasure looted and its trolls down in the ravine below. Since these carriages are always towed by trolls that are impaled upon chains. Oh. Whoa. Shit. I did not mean to disturb that hornet's nest. Alright. Oh, man, there's even more shit. Oh shit, there we go. Wandered right into their midst. That was silly of me. Alright. That glintstone arc still does work. These guys are like, well, I guess nothing bad's gonna happen. What a brave fighter he was. Alright, so yeah, these are definitely like the forces left behind that didn't go. Ow. They wouldn't let me dismount the horse at first. I guess I was on an angle. Okay. Now let's properly assess where we are. Coming down the hill from Mount Gelmir. As if invading Leyndell ourselves. Some ruins right along here. Go ahead and give them a look-see. I hear something creepy here. Writhe Blood Ruins, huh? Hey, you're not supposed to dodge those. What the fuck? Oh, you're the big one. That's why you're crafty. There we go. Gotta sneeze. Alright, can we still hear that noise? This one's pulsating. Huh. Uh-oh. We're gonna don our more powerful staff here. What are these piles? There's different types of slime piles, for sure. This one's got... It's definitely like a giant blood clot. Oh shit, there's a dog left. God damn it. Oh. Gosh darn it. Doggo interruptus. There we go. Golden Rune 5. Thin beast bones, that's it. So what was that living blood clot? Ooh, excuse me. I'm still hearing this chanting sound as well. I believe it's coming from this way. Ah, out of range. Alright. We got a bunch more piles in here and the basement. I'm thinking the noises we are hearing are actually those worm face guys down in the wooded valley below. Oh boy, it's a boss room. Let's do it. Oh man, it's one of these guys. A sanguine noble. Stars of Ruin, folks. Does the doin'. Thanks, Hake and Larry. Gosh, why am I sneezing so much? Alright, so the Lord of Blood definitely has influence here. And we now know the names of those enemies. Sanguine Nobles. The Bloody Helus. This looks like a rapier. Oh, it's a heavy thrusting sword. We need 17 arcane to wield it. Hold on, I have to blow my nose. Excuse me. Thank you. This is neat. Not gonna lie. Hey, Drawknave. It's pictures taken instantaneously. I am a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Please, everybody, get ready for an instant memory and type into the chat, please, Fuzzy Pickles. And I'm gonna see if we can find us something to look at. Oh, sure, why not? A whole ass mortuary, or a whole ass hearse. Alright, let's do the gesture. Erudition. Alright, Fuzzy Pickles going once. Type it in the chat, Fuzzy Pickles going twice. And Fuzzy Pickles. Anybody gonna do it? Drawknave, you redeemed it. You should probably do it. There we go. Thank you so much. Let's make sure we're not being... Oh, we are. It's almost slime time. Alrighty, I'll sort out the rest of this process here in a second. Take a little while for those slimes to get me here. Nice and slow moving as they. Thank you so much, Drawknave, for the screen grab redemption, cropping, saving as. Alrighty, and it is 4:15. 23. Thank you so much. Wow, what a great photograph. I'm sure it'll always bring back the fondest of memories, and hopefully we can deploy these memories before those slimes get much closer. Alright, I did it. Thank you for that. And now we will go back to read that item description here in a bit. Wait, where did that carriage get to? Where was that? I thought it was over here. Oh, there it goes. I wonder where it's going. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh, that's right. We can't open it. Oh, we can open it while it's in motion. Don't mind me, gang. Hell yeah. See you later. I am the highwayman. Alright, Writhe Blood Ruins is what this place is known as, though. Let's make sure we're safe and we can read that item descript. It was a weapon. A blood weapon. Ominous piercing sword with a winding blade carried by the noble servants of the Lord of Blood, designed to bore into flesh, causing severe blood loss at the wound. The extracted blood trickles gracefully down the length of the blade. Dynast's finesse, nimbly avoid an attack, securing some distance, follow up with a strong attack to perform a sudden lunge. Press strong attack again to perform a sweeping slice. That might be very interesting. Unfortunately, it's a little bit outside of our wherewithal arcane-wise, which is a bit of a bummer. But as it stands, we can continue making our way into Lyondell. Why this particular area is under the influence of the Lord of Blood is still unknown. It's been kind of random where they appear. Heavy guard around here. Also, I gotta sneeze again. No. This one has also been robbed. What is the deal with these anyway? Oh, here's a pumpkin head. Still don't know too much about the pumpkin heads. Gravelstone, which are basically fossilized dragon scales, based on the description. Why would this pumpkin head be hanging out way up here, overlooking all that down there? By this ancient-looking banner. Curious. Truly. Because I still... My runes. Because I still don't really quite fully understand the point of these hearse carriages and why they are towed by trolls, where they are being towed to, and for what end. Well, there's another pumpkin head right there. Wait, where'd he go? I'm not tripping, right? There was literally a pumpkin head walking down the road. So I'm clearly seeing shit, right? Let's see. A lot of soldiers in this zone. Oh, there we go. That wasn't the pumpkin head, but... I swear I saw a freaking pumpkin head walking on down the road here. Okay. Ow. I don't even really know why I picked on those guys. I guess, maybe. But that usually, I've never really seen that happen. Usually once an enemy is spawned, you know, it's wandering around unless you gate some serious distance from it. Oh, look, another treasure box guy. Give me that. Hell yeah, Golden Rune 10. So these guys are, yes, excavating for runes. Oh, I accidentally killed one of those buggy bugs. A great dragonfly. Alright. So yeah, all these guys are excavating, and apparently they found a very nice rune. They're digging around all these tombstones, which is interesting as well. Okay, it looks like maybe we can climb some tombstones to platform our way up this cliff face here. Can we? Maybe. Or is that just a way down? Well, it looks like we might be able to do it. Hey, look at that. Or, nope, that's it. End of the line. Never mind. That being said, I think, yep, there's a grace site right up ahead. Let's touch it. What's it called? Road of Iniquity. Side path. Oh, and you know what? We have enough to level. Let's not screw that up. I do like the intelligence. Lets me use all these crazy cool spells. Huh. So that sitting at that grace respawned that carriage that I just jacked. Which I guess we should see what that item is. It was a weapon. A big old mace by the look of it. Yeah. Great stars. A huge bludgeon with 3 stars at the striking end. Though primarily a striking weapon, the star spikes cause blood loss. A blood-stained star is an ill omen, a fact not lost upon those whom this weapon is brought to bear. Landing attack slightly restores HP. Whoa, that's cool. It's outside of my strength wherewithal, however. Alright, so we could take the road back up to the bridge over here. We'll do that. Sort of my primary objective for the session. Oh, skipped it. Skipped it again. Only does 4 damage to hit him with the stick. Gotcha, sucker. Protection of the Erd Tree. Oh, look, we're right near these windmills now. But we should be careful. We're not quite at the crossroads yet. Here, we can cut across this rock face here just a little. Or can we? Yeah, yes, we can. Skyrim it, as the kids say. How did that person die? Oh, there's some doggies right there. Let's leave them alone. Those doggies up there. Very mean, but they seem to be content to stay up there on the hill. And now, gazing upon the Erd Tree from this vantage, the so-called Bridge of Iniquity, we lay eyes upon, for the very first time since the opening cutscene, Goldmask. So this is Goldmask, and he's all, look at that. Also, you're a tall drink of water, Mr. Mask. He says nothing. But, hey, we found him. And as such, we can now go tell Corin. Alrighty, it's getting close to the time where I should end my session, however. So we'll go talk to Corin, and then we'll return to Round Table Hold, and call it good, I think. There's Corin. I was like, wait, where are you, pal?
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an incantation?
No, that's fine, but I know where Goldmask is.
Do you
I do not sport with you.
From your description, it can be no other than the Gold Mask
Hey,
himself.
SFEL.
Of course, I knew he would be close by. Bless the Golden Order and its benevolent rays. And to you too, my sincerest thanks.
All right. Well, very good.
May the Golden Order shine.
Sure thing,
through you.
Corin. I'm not too into it, but, you know, I'm a helpful sort of chap. And I do want to see what Goldmask's reasonings are. This was a plot thread I did not engage with at all in my first playthrough. And as such, do not really know what Goldmask's deal is. Other than he's way into the Erd Tree, apparently. He's, I think he thinks he's somebody who can fix the Golden Order. Whatever that actually means. But yeah, look, we can see Corin standing next to Goldmask from here already. Boy, you found him fast. How'd you do that?
Ah, we meet yet again. Thanks to you, I have become acquainted with the noble Goldmask himself, and taken my place by his side, as you can see. Have no fear. I will still teach you incantations as before.
You want to come in me to
Though
get your
we must
sister?
do so quietly, such that we not disturb the great
Okay.
master's cogitation.
Love you. Alright. So, what's the deal with this guy?
The master is always deep in contemplation, while I frantically attempt to record his wisdom, the movement of his finger. And though I am yet to comprehend even the daintiest morsel of his wisdom, I know that this is my life's calling. The Golden Order has bestowed me, talentless as I am, the great duty of
Documentarian. Alright. He doesn't have anything new? Discus of Light. This is kind of neat. We're only one faith point away from being able to use it. Produces a ring of light and fires it forwards. The ring of light returns to a position close to the caster before disappearing. This incantation can be cast repeatedly. A gift from the young Michaela to his father, Radigan. Neat. That's actually a very neat little tidbit of lore. Okay. Well,
May the Golden Order
may the
shine
Golden
through
Order
you.
shine through you. Let's go to the round table hold then and see what's good. Corin, of course, has departed. Dee is also departed. Roger is also departed. Fia is also departed. The round table hold's getting a little bit empty. I don't think she'll have anything new to say yet. No.
No.
How about you, Huge?
Well, I took it no matter it's lay out your own.
Nope. We can make this stronger, though. I think I'll do that. I'll save my 5s, though. I don't think I can buy 5s yet.
Greeting, are you here for spirit?
Alright, yep. Not doing that either. The two fingies. Hey, fingies. You guys know I'm working against you, right? Probably, seeing as how you're, like, part of a whole god system or something.
You have returned. What is it?
About Queen Marika.
Queen Marika is the vessel of the Elden Ring, carrier of its vision. A god in truth. But after the Elden Ring's shattering, she was imprisoned in the Erd Tree. A grim punishment for shattering the Order. Despite her godhood. The fingers.
Ah, crap, they've been listening the whole time?
Marika's trespass demanded a heavy sentence. But even in shackles, she remains a god and a vision's vessel. Confer great runes to become Elden Lord and join Queen Marika as her consort. The fingers have willed it so.
Now you may go.
Alright, well that was an example of a little piece of dialogue that we won't be able to get her to repeat. So Marika is basically in trouble for shattering the Elden Ring. The Greater Will did not like it. And so the Greater Will is has imprisoned her inside the Erd Tree somehow and wants to use the Tarnished to become her consort and continue the Golden Order.
Now go forth. Let the words of the fingers guide you.
So Marika is being punished for having agency, it seems. And that doesn't necessarily seem like the right thing, right? Oh, big old fingers Tell me your secrets. Provide to me the method of your undoing. I don't like these fingers. You know, I don't like them. They're creepy. They tell people what to do. They demand, and don't seem to give anything in return.